Hello! You know what's funny is that every time I start one of these videos and I don't do this whole hand thing, I never know how to say hello, so I just say it in a weird way. Like I'm never, I don't know. Hello, hi, how's it going? Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Reading Between the Lines, and I'm your host, Brandon. I'm a child. And this is a channel where we talk about books and things of that nature. And today, as you read in the title, we're talking about rule number 2 of Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. And I believe I'm gonna get the wording right here, but it's treat yourself as if you're someone you're responsible for taking care of. Somewhere along the lines of that. If I get it wrong, it's gonna be in text, in the description, in the title, okay? But it's somewhere along the lines of that. And yeah, today, of course, it's gonna be more of a discussion, per usual, 12-part series. And I'm really excited because whether my discussions make sense or not, because I'm essentially talking to myself, like I don't have someone to cut me off when I just start rambling. The concept of me just potentially bringing an idea to a new person who hasn't heard of the idea, and then potentially leading to a better life. That's kind of what's driving me behind this series, because I do firmly believe that these rules can genuinely help people who are new to personal development, who are experienced, who've never heard of these, who've heard of them 1,000 times. I think as a reminder or as a new, fresh thought, it can help a lot of people. And again, it might be one person or it might be 10,000 people, I don't know, but hopefully it reaches one person's soul and they take it and run with it and apply it in a very large way. But anyways, rule number 2 by Jordan Peterson in his book, 12 Rules for Life. Treat yourself as if you're someone you're responsible for taking care of. This rule, okay, so first off, in Jordan Peterson's writing, he of course goes through a lot of different avenues, of which I'm not even going to try to talk about because I'm just going to sound like a fool. But the main thing, right, he said one thing that really struck me, and I really understood because I witnessed this as a child and growing up and throughout my teenage years. He said, why do we as humans take care of pets in a better way than we do for ourselves? If they're sick in some way and we take them to the vet and the vet says do this, we do it, right? But sometimes we go to the doctor as adults and the doctor says take this medicine, and we say okay, and then we get home and then we forget to take the medicine, or we don't take it at all. You know, there's these little things that can really change a person's life. And this isn't just about going to the hospital and getting medicine and injuries and all that. This can go down to like things like health and fitness. This can go down to acting a certain way with certain people. For example, say you're at an unhealthy weight, whether it's super underweight or super overweight, and you're just genuinely not healthy, right? You can't sleep right, you can't exercise right, you can't do anything right because your body simply isn't getting the proper nutrients to stay at a balanced state, okay? If you know this and you understand some concept of dieting or nutrition or sleep or supplementation or meditation or some sort of remedy to help you out, why would you have the mindset of saying, okay, I can do this for somebody else, for example, like a child, but I won't do it for myself? I think we all, as humans, most of us, we have this thing within us where we just want to help other people because it feels good, right? It feels good when you go to someone's house and you help them clean, or you have an old lady next door and she needs help taking her trash in every day, and you're like, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna feel awesome, it's gonna feel great. I've done this as a child, right? Like people would always need help washing cars or mowing lawns or pressure washing or something, and I would go do it and I'd be like, man, this is awesome, it feels amazing. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why we do this. But then when it comes to ourselves, everything's kind of behind the scenes, and that's one of the biggest obstacles I believe people have to get over. And if I'm rambling here, I apologize, but I feel like this is kind of a good point. When everything's behind the scenes and it's just you, right? It's really hard, really hard, especially if there's no set goal or something you want to achieve or even an idea. It's really hard to kind of say, okay, I'm gonna do this because it's gonna benefit me tomorrow, or it's going to benefit me in a week from now, or it's going to benefit me for the rest of my life. It's really hard to do that when no one's watching, right? Maybe you hear people talk about athletes. How hard do they train when no one's watching? Because it's really, like I said, it's really easy to train when you have 40,000 people watching you, or it's really easy to play a game of basketball, or it's really easy to work out, because that's kind of my field of expertise. It's really easy to work out when the gym is full of people and you have all these people like, oh wow, you know, good job. Everyone's cheering you on, everyone's clapping. What happens when it goes quiet? What happens when, you know, when no one is there? What happens when it's just you? A lot can happen, and most of the time it's okay. Let me stop. Let me slow down a little bit. Let me slow down a little bit because I think I'll be okay if I got 10 steps, if I skip step 3 and step 7 and step 9, I think I'll still be okay. It's really common for people to do this. And again, I'm not speaking down, I'm not superior to anybody. I'm just a guy who's been through a little bit of life. And I've done this myself. You know, I've said, I'm gonna cut this corner, And sometimes it doesn't matter. Like there's sometimes where you can cut a corner and it truly will not matter. But most of the time, these cutting of corners, they add up. And again, I'll bring it up again. It's like my 7th time bringing this book up. The compound effect that my buddy TJ introduced to me. Think little thing added on little thing, added on little thing, added on little thing leads to a big thing. And that big thing can be negative and positive, right? The compound effect is huge. And when you do these little things like you would do for someone you're responsible and care for deeply, they add up and they lead you to they put you in a better position down the road. It's very important for people to understand this because if you go through life not giving a crap about anything that happens to you, what kind of footprint is that going to leave? I think one of the important thoughts that people should contemplate on a daily basis or whatever is I want to leave this earth better than it was when I was here. Changing people's lives, changing society, your local community, whatever it is. You can't do that if you don't give a crap about yourself. It's good to help people. It's fantastic. My mom, for example, again, I brought this up in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck Review. You can check that out, put it in the cards. But like, it's awesome. It's super dope to help people. It's fan-freaking-tastic. It feels good, right? It feels good for the soul. But you know, also feels good for the soul is when you take care of yourself. When you can take care of yourself and take care of others at the same time, that double up is like, oh, it's like, I don't know. Imagine your favorite food. Okay? Now imagine that taste and the feeling you get when you eat it. Like for me, I love peanut butter jelly sandwiches, right? Can't eat them right now because I'm on a bodybuilding prep, but goddamn, I love me a good peanut butter jelly sandwich. You know, one with like 3/4 peanut butter and then like triple the jelly. I just spit everywhere. I'm literally salivating right now thinking about peanut butter jelly sandwiches. But it's like that feeling where you sit down and you're like, this is it. It's going down. That's the feeling you get when you take care of yourself and you're able to take care of other people because you found that wholeness, that healthiness, the fulfillment within yourself. And I think this is a big stepping stone, and this is one of my favorite rules in the book right now, just because I've been contemplating this whole idea for a while. But like this is the first step. This is a stepping stone to get to the next level wherever you want to go. Whatever you're doing, entrepreneurship, relationships, like whatever, within your company, within your family, whatever it is. Being able to take care of yourself first, as if you're someone you're responsible for, that's the catalyst to push you, to propel you, to shoot you into the next version of yourself, to that next level. And I think it's super, super, super crucial for all of us as humans. Everyone who wants to grow, advance their life, succeed in some fashion, this rule is super important. And I think it's also important for us to sit down, use your notes in your iPhone because iPhones are the best. Team iPhone. Get a whiteboard, get a notebook, whatever it is. Literally sit down, be honest with yourself and say, what do I do or what don't I do for myself that I could do better? Again, whether it's eating, sleeping, meditation, reading, writing, whatever you think that you can do better for yourself, that you would think in your head this way, that you would do for someone else, like your child or an animal or a best friend or a parent or whatever. Some entity that you're responsible for. How would you care for them? Contemplate that and then put that into your own existence. Put that into your own workflow for yourself, for your day-to-day life. And I think doing that will literally completely change a person in many ways. Physical, mental, spiritually, emotionally, every single way. Doing this rule, applying this rule is only going to help you. So I'm in love with this rule. I'm going to keep thinking about this rule. I'm going to keep talking about this rule to my people in real life, to my friend group, to my close friends, everyone who I love and who I want to grow and excel. And if they don't see this video, that's okay, because they're gonna hear it at some point. But yeah, man, just do things that make your life better. Again, that push you into that success direction. Again, this can be anything: financial success, emotional success, physical success, whatever it is. Do what you gotta do to take care of yourself first, and everything else falls into place. I kind of rambled a little bit, but I think what I said kind of hit home. Hopefully I got the message across. Again, I'm probably not gonna go into detail with most of these rules in terms of like kind of banking or backing what Jordan Peterson is saying, because my mental game is not there at all, and I don't want to do a disservice to the book or to Jordan Peterson or to myself. So essentially, this is just my thoughts on the rule. So I highly recommend that you go and you listen to this audio book, because I mean, that's, again, if you're a reader, do your thing, but I recommend listening to the book. Just dive into these rules yourself. And again, this is just me trying to expose this book and trying to expose these rules to the people who maybe haven't heard of them, or maybe just as a reminder. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you understand this concept at some degree. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Camera almost fell again. Nice. It's been solid this whole way, and then now it just wants to trip out. So anyways, yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, I don't know. Oh, my microphone's moving everywhere. It's exploding. If you didn't like it, I hope that maybe there will be a video that I produce that you do like. But if you want to have a conversation about this, of course, hit the comments. Again, I think this is a rule and a topic that so many people can benefit off of. If you don't want to converse with me about it, converse with your loved ones, converse with your friends, your family, whoever it may be. Just bring this up and just live this rule, right? Just live this rule. And then lastly, subscribe if you would like to join the squad that reads between the lines, because it's cool over here and there's a lot of support. And I'm super excited for the future for this channel. Just talking about knowledge, man. So that's what we do here. It's all about growth and learning and execution, and more learning and more growth and more execution. So yeah, that's it. I'm done babbling, and it's 4:15. I gotta eat in 15 minutes. I'm so excited. I'm super excited because my pre-workout meal is awesome. But anyways, this is not the channel for that, Brandon. Stop talking about fitness and food and stuff. Anyways, this is a channel where we talk about books and things of that nature. So I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate our love. I appreciate y'all checking the channel out and the video out. And yes, see you guys in the next one. Peace.